everybody, it's your boy KG, and welcome to In the Kitchen, where I bring some of the upcoming most talented chefs from your area in California into my home to prepare the most delicious, most tasty, most flavor-packed foods for me and you guys watching at home. And with that being said, this is the Urban Cooking Show today, okay? So, you get to share all of these recipes with your friends, and you get to meet these wonderful chefs and know where they're at so you can eat their meals as well. So, right now we're gonna get into it. Today, I got with me Chef Raymond. What's going on, man?
What's up, Michelle? What's up with you?
What's going on?
My guy.
All right.
My guy. Sharing my recipes today, apparently.
So let us know where you from, man.
I'm from Southern California, born and raised in LA. You know, been around a little bit though. Back and forth, East Coast, West Coast, you know.
All right. So, we're gonna jump into this meal, man. Tell us what you're cooking for us today.
I'm gonna do something fly. I'm doing Char Sui pork tacos. It's gonna be amazing. I'm doing a pineapple salsa with that. And then we're also gonna do some down home Jamaican style pork, a little curry, you know, red beans,
I like Jamaican
rice and
style.
peas, you know.
So, first we're gonna start with the meat, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let us know what you got going on, bro.
So what I got here, I got two different cuts of pork shoulder. And what we're going to do is we're going to break these down two different ways. Now, one is a little bit more of a fatty cut, and you want that fatty cut when you're doing curry or something that is going to create a sauce, because you want that fat to, you know, melt off while you're braising it. So we're going to cut the the curry pork into cubes, and then we're going to cut this into more of like a fillet with this different cut of the pork here. And we're going to turn that into a Char Sui barbecue Chinese style pork. It's going to come out real good.
Man, y'all see these? Man, y'all see these? These things is fatty, thick. All right, man, I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna let you get to it, bro. Go ahead and get started.
Absolutely. Okay, so what first we're gonna do is we're gonna rinse this pork off.
For those who don't know, you know what I mean? I've known Chef Raymond for a long time, for about 2 years now, and he's an amazing person, amazing father, and a damn great chef. And I was lucky enough to be able to get him here today so that he can prepare something for you guys that is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to taste this Jamaican curry and the chef soup pork tacos. I know it's gonna be off the chain. I'm interested to get it on my taste buds. I'm a little bit of a foodie myself, you know what I mean? I hope you guys are too.
What kind of tacos are we having, KG?
If they
Char Sui.
Char Sui. Char Sui.
Char Sui pork.
Char Sui
he
pork.
said Chef Sui. I got a chef named Chef Sui.
Chef Sui, Char Sui, you know what I mean, man? I'm just trying to make it make sense.
I don't mind the fat. Cut some off. But when it breaks down, it's gonna go really good with the sauce. Depending on what you're cooking, you definitely want to utilize that, you know, to bring out the best flavor that you can. Like, it's kind of like when you get top ramen. You get pork top ramen, they give you the pork flavoring, right? The fat is the pork flavoring for this dish here. Now, you normally want to marinate this. I would marinate this meat like, I mean, honestly, maybe 24 hours. But we're going to do maybe a 3-hour marinade on this and see how it comes out. This is something I've been making for my family. And when you asked me to come on, I decided I was going to make it for everybody because it's, you know, something near and dear to my heart.
With that being said, where did you start chefing at?
You know, I've been cooking all my life. My grandfather was a chef. And so I kind of followed in his footsteps. It just took me a while. I went to the military and I came home and I was trying to figure out, you know, what it is that I wanted to do. And, you know, my wife said, you should just go to school and start cooking.
Since you started back then, what about now? Do you own any businesses or do you do anything on the side or you cater at all?
I definitely do catering. You can look me up, Dirty First Catering. Or you can check me out.
You said Dirty First Catering?
Dirty First Catering.
Okay.
And you can also check me out at Ray the Baker on Instagram. I drop some stuff there.
Before we jump into the next situation, my last question for you is this. Being a chef, what is one of the most memorable moments that you've had in chefing? Anytime.
You know, preparing something for somebody that I wasn't expecting was going to like it in that way. So, case in point, when I was in culinary school, I used to sell cheesecakes to make extra money. And so what I would do to make my cheesecakes a little bit more unique is I would just add different flavors to them that other people, you know, that you wouldn't normally get. Like, you know, I make a peach cobbler cheesecake, or I do like a Hennessy and caramel cheesecake.
What?
I got an apple pie cheesecake. Like,
I need that Hennessy cheesecake.
Right?
I need that.
Right. So, I mean, I just did a couple different flavors. I got popular doing it, but cheesecakes wasn't my thing. You know, like baking definitely wasn't my thing, but, you know, I made them and people really appreciated it. And getting that unexpected, you know, gratification, it was like, okay, I'm a chef. We got all the porks cubed off here, and this is gonna be for our braised curry pork. Now I'm going to use this board while I got this board out, and I'm gonna cut the pork shoulder for the Char Sui.
We've got Char Sui pork, right? We got the Char Sui pork sliced up just like it's supposed to be. We got the Jamaican curry pork sliced up in cubes like it's supposed to be. Now we're about to get into this marinade. This is gonna be insane. I can smell it already. So when you're starting your marinades, you normally like to start with seasonings, or do you start with your fresh fruits?
It depends. Like, right, the curry's gonna have to start off with tomatoes, onions, and cilantro. Okay. So I definitely want to go ahead and put those in first, so that I can get my seasonings on top of them, and so it all incorporates really well.
Okay.
And then the Char Sui is actually not gonna have any vegetables, any fresh vegetables on it. It's just kind of a mixture of seasonings that I have, and it's my version of Char Sui. So don't hate me if it's not perfect.
If you guys ever get a chance, make sure you visit his website. Make sure you visit his Instagram, like he was telling you. Make sure that you place your order for catering. If you got a birthday party coming up, or if you got a family gathering, I suggest you did it.
For the curry, I'm going to go in with a full onion.
A full onion, okay.
And you don't have to break this one down too much. Just rough chops will be fine.
Can't do the onions. I can't do the onions. My eyes are red. I look like I was smoking weed, doing other things I wasn't supposed to be doing.
I would normally go at the leaves more than I would go for the stems here, but I want all of the flavor of the entire herb for this one. Right,
I'm learning something here today too. I hope you guys are learning something here today too, even though we barely just started. We got a bunch of seasonings over here. I mean, a plethora of seasonings.
Plethora of seasonings. You never have too much seasonings, bro.
Dang, the seasoning.
All right, so I like to start off with garlic powder. We're gonna go with a full 2 tablespoons garlic powder.
What we got next after that?
I got
Get these over here.
a little bit of parsley. I'm gonna add in here.
Parsley?
Yeah. Just gonna add parsley. I have some dried cumin here.
You guys smell that? Nah, y'all can't smell that. I smell that.
So the cumin is really the secret weapon to really good curry to me. Like, you can make some good curry and it can be spicy, but if you are omitting cumin or cilantro, it's just not gonna be Jamaican.
So what's the difference between the Jamaican curry and like Indian curry?
I mean, well, it's West Indies, so I mean, curry is just the mixture that, you know, is used. But in Jamaican style, it's not. I mean, how I was raised, we don't use coconut milk, and, you know, it's more of a harsh, spicy curry. I mean, that's what I was raised on. Okay. You know, some people definitely use the coconut milk and ginger, you know.
What do you got mixed going on right now?
This is fresh curry. I'm gonna go in with 4 tablespoons of curry, and this is just for the marinade. I'm gonna dial it down just a little bit because I did use that red pepper, and I'm gonna use my secret weapon, pickled jalapenos. Now I know people are probably screaming at the top of their lungs right now, like, what? And it's not as heavy of a spice for people who, you know, can't hang with the spice. I'm a spice guy, but, you know, I don't know how everybody here gets down. So
don't do that. Seeds. Don't do that. Don't dial it down. We spicy over here. Okay. So you must be Jamaican.
Oh, that part.
There you have it. That's what it is. In the kitchen.
So, especially with something like curry, you want to dial up the use of your curry. So, what I'm going to do to speed up the prep time today is I put 4 tablespoons of curry on the meat, and then I'm gonna actually add some curry to it as well while it's cooking, and when it cooks down, to add to the gravy to give it a little bit of flavor. And you can't tell the difference really, but you don't have to take that many steps if you were to marinate it 24 hours over. All right, so with the char siu pork, we're gonna start off with soy sauce. I'm going to go in with a little bit of pineapple juice.
And what are you adding now?
This is a little bit of garlic paste.
Get this open.
Just to get us going.
If you ain't cooking like this, you need to go sit your ass down. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some good food. Audio Ghost Beats. Come get some. Yeah. What we have here right now is something dope in the making. It's a brand new show with brand new people, recipes you probably haven't had before, or maybe recipes you don't know how to cook. And we're bringing it to you live and direct in the kitchen, okay? So, we've already got done chopping up char siu. Did I say it right again? Char siu pork. Man, if I'm saying it wrong, don't get mad at me. Don't beat me up for it. I'm not the chef, don't know the terminology. And then we got the Jamaican curry pork. We've already went through chopping up the meats, how we doing, season them and get them together on the marinade. So next we're gonna jump into the next situation, which is
Salsa.
Salsa. Salsa.
So I'm going to make a pineapple mango salsa.
Ooh.
I want the freshest ingredients, so I like to make everything to death.
Oh man, those pineapples smell wonderful.
We're gonna do this salsa kind of like a pico de gallo style, so it's gonna be kind of a chunky salsa.
To me, that's a fruit of love right there. You get your girl in the bedroom with some pineapples, boy, it's going down, it's going down. You know what I'm talking about.
With some pineapples.
Pineapples.
Girl, you better get out of here with that pineapple now.
Now, I'm not dogging anybody. I'm just saying, you know, certain places where you go, certain chefs are just like, they're just the one. I have some of my favorites, and I'm bringing them to you guys on this show, okay? And one of the things that I like best about these chefs is they're not afraid to give us a recipe or two and share it with you guys and share it with me. You get a part of the chef. You get to know these chefs. You get to feel like you are in tune with these chefs, because we're not just cooking, we're also talking a little talk, you know what I'm saying? While we're walking a little walk and cooking a little cook, you know what I mean? I would like to know, like, one of your most, like, embarrassing chef moments of all time.
One of my most embarrassing
chef moments. Or if it's not an embarrassing chef moment, it was just like one of them, I can't believe this, I just did this, or this happened to me.
Yeah, I used to work for Hilton, and it's my first chef job out of culinary school, and I was working the salad station. So furious about working the salad station because it's a salad station. At least gonna get on the grill or something, right? So I'm working the salad station, and you have to do all the prep for your station, you know? Like, so whatever comes out of that station, you have to have it. If it's, you know, boiled eggs, or, you know, if it's edamame, or, you know, this just so happens it was bacon, you know? And I was cutting bacon for my station and cut the tip of my finger off.
What?
Literally was flying through my prep, you know, no worries, not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. And
no way.
Yeah, so when my chef actually called my name, I looked up to answer to my chef and cut the tip of my finger off.
Oh, man.
Rushed to the doctor. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Don't look at the camera while you're cutting the mangoes. I want you to keep all your fingers. I ain't taking nobody to the hospital today.
Rushed to the doctor. I was a rookie, though. It was a rookie mistake, even not paying attention. But it happens more often than you would know. People who work in the culinary world will tell you that they've either cut themselves deeply, cut the tip off of one of their fingers. Yeah. You know, we call it chef tattoos when you get burnt by the oven. You know? So it happens. Definitely happens.
I've heard that it happens, you know, people, but not cutting bacon.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And that's the embarrassing part about it. It's like you cut bacon all your life. You know, you deal with bacon all your life.
Right.
And you cut the tip of your finger off while your chef is talking to you about some daggone bacon.
It happened right there. Cutting your finger off. at the salad station.
At the salad station. Like how you cut your finger? How you cut the tip of your finger off working salads?
How you cut your finger off at a salad station?
What was you cutting? Bacon.
Hey, bruh. Bruh. So, your catering business. What are a lot of some of the main items on your catering menus that you get from a lot of customers that are very popular items?
Something popular for me, I mean, it depends. I feel like I'm on cookbook, so I cook anything. Anything that you want, I'll make. Any flavor that you're looking for, I'll try to accomplish. So be that in a dessert or in a dish, I definitely try to go out there. Like recently, I just did catering for some friends, and they requested chicken fried steak. It's like I'd never done chicken fried steak before.
Really?
And I mean, I've eaten it, but you know, like that's not something that you prepare for yourself at home.
Right.
I mean, something I hadn't prepared for myself. And it was really interesting to do it because when I made the chicken fried steak, it came out looking beautiful, and it was just like, man, I haven't been making this whole time. How much am I charging him? Like, right. Because it was a jug, but you know, so it depends on what you're looking for. You know, any chef will tell you, like, I can make a recipe. Like, and I got some stuff that's good, you know. I definitely would, anything with the barbecue grill or, you know, anything concerning steaks or, you know, I love to cook that.
So is that, would you consider that your shit, your not your shit, your signature?
My signature,
like a signature dish.
I'm signature with barbecue. I'll be honest. I'm definitely
okay.
Old school. My grandfather from Mississippi, so Mississippi style vinegar, flavor tasting, mustard marinated barbecue ribs.
Okay, all right. I dig that. I'm down with barbecue ribs, especially Mississippi style. Anything down south. So now we got tomatoes. We got mangoes, we got pineapples, we got diced tomatoes. What's another ingredient that we throw in here besides the tomatoes?
I'm doing tomatoes. I'm gonna do a little bit of onion, and I'm doing cilantro with tomatoes, onion, cilantro, mango, pineapple, and I might do some of those pickled jalapenos over there.
Okay. How many tomatoes would you use in a batch like this?
One full tomato, and I know that if you're watching me doing my cuts right here, you see that I'm doing rough cuts. I'm not doing any professional style cuts, but I'm doing this for the pico de gallo. And I would use one full tomato. One large tomato will do it.
Okay. Fresh, right in front of your face. Smells awesome. We got so many different flavors going on right now. So many different smells going on right now. We have so many different styles of food going on right now. I just combining all of these together. I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the best, like, benefits to doing this show is I don't have to go buy dinner tonight. You know what I mean? Period. And then at the same time, I also get to eat food that I've never had before. This is the type of stuff that you're gonna have to go into a restaurant to eat, to buy. And it's gonna cost you majority of the time, period. So speaking of cost, what was it like for you having to be able to, the cost of being able to prepare each one of these dishes separately? Is that something that was expensive or is it cost effective for you?
These two dishes probably were about $20, maybe $20 in the grocery store. If you were to buy all this stuff.
Yeah, right.
$20 each dish, cost me about $40.
Now you guys see this. Just the salsa alone, he said it could feed about 6 to 7 people. Just the salsa alone, you guys saw the pork shoulders. That's enough food right there to feed like a family of 15.
Yeah, this is definitely enough to feed a large family.
Yeah, and it only costs about $40 to $45
and
in total?
The salsa by itself probably ran me about $7. Just to make the salsa.
Wow. Which means it's affordable. Expensive. You can buy this, make this for your family. Doesn't cost you a whole lot. If you're trying to eat good on a budget, you know what I mean? This is fine dining right here at its best for the cost, which is dope. That's why we're bringing it to you the way that we're bringing it to you. You're not going to get it anywhere else. No other Chef Raymonds are going to give it to you like this, okay? And that's why we got him here. best food, best place to be at the best time. It's right here on In the Kitchen with me, your host KG, and my boy Chef Ray. I hope you guys at home right now who are watching this got your mouths drooling. You see this right here? This is about to turn into some excellence at the moment, okay? Greatness. I'm gonna let you sit this right back down here. So it didn't take long.
Didn't take long at all, right?
You saw it for yourself with your own eyes. It's a quick meal. It's a cost-efficient meal. It's gonna taste great, looks great, smells great. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and finish out this situation here. See, I'm squeezing the lime on top. We're gonna go ahead and get this mixed in, and then we're gonna come back with you guys. We're gonna come back to you guys with the finished product.
I can tell you about a play that'll get a nigga paid. Put you in the lane that'll get you in the game. Really in the field, you ain't even in the pain. All my bitches pop pills, got them yelling gang, gang. Nigga bang, bang. My hustle don't stop like I got bad breaks. Potato on the Draco, think a nigga just ate. We call the plug Migo, real friends to get you paid. Same color t-shirt, it costs $100.
What's up, everybody? We're back. And while we were on break, the sun started to set, so we had to get the food on the stove ASAP. First thing, we started with the curry pork over rice and beans. With the stove on medium, Chef Ray begins the cooking process, putting the marinated pork on the stove and letting it cook for about 35 to 45 minutes. I watched, but I got more and more hungry. With all these great smells and the sounds going on in my kitchen, all I wanted to do was eat. So the last thing was the toppings.
Right,
now it's time for the taste test. Let's go. The pork curry for the first time.
Curry pork.
Curry pork, my bad, I said it backwards. It's taste test. All right, let's try this.
Dig in, brother.
Man.
And my favorite part is the potatoes.
It's rice, beans, onions, potatoes. This is bomb. This is why the dude behind the camera wouldn't put his bowl down.
You got a bowl behind the camera.
I got a bowl behind the camera right now.
Delicious.
That pork is real tender.
You see what I'm talking about though? Because it's a little fatty. When it broke down, it gives it that unique consistency you're looking for.
Man, this is Jamaican food right here.
Fire.
Brown rice, beans. This right here is stupid fire. All right. Next, we're gonna try the what's it called again?
Char Sui pork tacos. I don't know if we can make it to them now.
That's what we're gonna try next. I ain't even gonna pronounce it. After the curry, we shifted over to the Asian/Latin cuisine, Char Sui pork tacos and pineapple mango salsa. Chef Ray glazed the pork shoulders after the first 15 minutes in the oven for an even Asian taste, and then glazed it again with his special glaze. Now, I was skeptical about the whole dish because the mix of the sweet and salty and the tangy, but I was wrong. The cuts were perfect, the salsa added a huge taste, and with the pickled jalapeno to top it off, I think it was gonna be fire. So, now it's time for the taste test. Let's check it out. All right, now we back for the second dish, taste test.
Char Sui tacos. Here we go. So it's pork char siu tacos. We got mango, pineapple salsa here. Got a little bit of vittles here on the side. Add to that. So I'm gonna start off by just going straight in with my already cut pork char siu taco meat. It's gonna be delicious.
I'm ready to eat this. The last dish we had was off the chain. Ate the whole bowl ASAP.
I know that this is not something that you would normally taste, but don't knock it till you try it.
Man, after that first bowl, I'm not knocking nothing that you made.
A little leftover marinade there. Let's give it that little sweet. Now we're gonna add cilantro.
I really want to pull out my cell phone and take a food selfie right now. I ain't gonna do it. That looks bomb.
Alright, then we're gonna go right in with the salsa.
Ooh. I had that salsa earlier. I just fried up. Want to just put the salsa inside the freaking taco shell. It really didn't even need no meat. It was keeping 100. Look at
how
how
I like
fire that looks.
That's how I like to do
Ooh, man.
mine. Let me know what you think.
Man, y'all see this? Look at this, man. Presentation is everything. We're gonna go for this taste test. I'm gonna squirt a little lime on mine. You gonna have one with me, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one with you.
Yeah, man.
A little lot of mine too.
I can't do the taste test by myself.
All right.
Man.
Ready?
Yeah. This right here looks stupid fire. That's the one. That's the one. You got another one of them?
Right there.
This is it right here, man.
That is.
Char Sui
Pork tacos.
pork tacos.
Stay tuned in the kitchen.
Man, we in the kitchen, man. I'm your host, KG. Chef Ray. We gonna catch you on another episode, man. We out, man. In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
If you're feeling the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you can get the updates for all the shows before everybody else. And don't forget to hit that like button and share with a few of your friends. I'm your host, KG, and you're watching In the Kitchen.